What's up guys, you're watching the Travel Books, and on this week's episode we're talking about where we're going to go travelling next, and we're in a bit of a predicament, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We don't know whether we're going to go to Morocco or Turkey.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So you've got Europe, and then you've got the EU, and then just to make things extra complicated, you've got the Schengen zone. Now, because of Brexit and we're in the UK, you can only go to the Schengen zone for 90 days in any 180-day rolling period.
Yeah, so if you want to extend your trip longer than the 90 days, then for us, really, our options are to go to Turkey, or there's a couple of other countries within the Balkans outside the Schengen zone as well, or it's Morocco. So yeah, that's what this video is about, just discussing our options really, the pros and cons to both.
So let's talk about our first option, and that is Morocco. Now, we are both very excited about the idea of potentially going to Morocco. However, we have a few reservations in comparison to somewhere like Turkey or Cyprus or the Balkans. But the main selling point for us is the weather.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, it's Africa. We're heading south, and it's going to be the warmest we can get really over winter, so that's definitely the biggest selling point. But then obviously we'll be driving through Spain and Portugal to get there, and we've just done that trip at the beginning of this year. Obviously there's loads of places to go, we don't have to go to the same, but it might just be nicer to go somewhere a bit different experience.
Then there's the ferry crossing, which we've seen multiple times, is very stressful and long-winded, as well as we can't take our drone, so we'd have to keep it in storage somewhere. Our
van insurance isn't covered over there, so you have to get a third party once you arrive.
Internet's really expensive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of muggins. I mean, we're not selling it ourselves, but
the weather.
It is an option. It is an option, we promise. And likewise, on the flip reverse of that, we have heard lots of very good, positive things about Morocco, but it's the negative things that we have heard that just, it's sitting at the back of our mind. And to take our family, our dogs to that country, there's always an if and but.
Yeah, definitely.
And next is Turkey. Now, we both feel more obliged to go to Turkey. However, the biggest negative is it's just not as nice weather-wise as Morocco is through the winter. And that is literally it. Because the countries we've getting from England to Turkey we've done before, granted. However, it would be nice to go and do them again now.
Yeah, in the new van. We were a little bit restricted before, weren't we, having an older vehicle? We weren't as confident in it, you know, going up these mountain passes and stuff. So there's loads more to see in those countries that we did get to. And hey, we've seen loads on social media about Turkey. Van life's supposed to be brilliant over there. And it's kind of like, we just feel like it's now or never, but it's just the weather that's putting us off. And obviously it's such a long way to get back home. Should anything happen, you know, we're always going to save some Schengen days to get back if anything was to happen, but it's just a long old trek. And then like the months that we will be travelling back as well, back through Europe, through Eastern Europe and what have you, we're going to get some treacherous weather as well, which we're geared up for, don't get me wrong, like, but do we want winter sun? Or do we want more of the countries that we're more inclined to see? And I think that's kind of where we are, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a hard toss-up, to be honest, because if, for whatever reason, we was to say this is our last trip, which hopefully it isn't, but if it was, and we was to go to Morocco, I'd be really disappointed that we didn't go through the countries we've already been, to go to Greece, to go and see a load of the Greek mythology, to go to Turkey, whereas if you said you're not going to get to go to Morocco, it is what it is. We can always take a trip there on a flight.
I think Morocco you can do on a holiday, like a flight, and I know you can do the same with Turkey, but I just think van life Turkey versus van life Morocco, I think
feels more appealing to us.
It does for Turkey, yeah, it does.
But the winter sun.
I know.
If, like us, you're going traveling for a longer period of time, then there's certain things that you just need to stock up on. For us, number one on our list is cordial juice.
Yeah, you just literally don't find that anywhere, do you? It's
No.
just like, well, the only thing we have found that's remotely similar is like syrupy juice, and it's awful. So yeah, we definitely stock up on our juice.
Cordial juice is underrated. Next.
Teas and coffees, if you're particular about a certain brand, definitely stock up on those. Generally speaking, you might find some bigger brands there, but it's more overpriced, so definitely stock up on those.
The instant coffee just isn't as good.
No.
You can get nice ground coffee and fresh coffee, but the instant coffee just isn't as good as your Nescafe Azera. Another thing that we tend to stock up on is cocoa blocks for our composting toilet. They do last us around a month a block. However, if you're going for a longer period of time, like 4 or 5 months, then it's definitely worth just stocking up on them whilst you're home, whilst you can, and keep them stored in a box somewhere.
Yeah, and then it's like our toilet cleaner. We have like non-chemical stuff, so we can pour it out wherever. So yeah, we make sure that we've stocked up on the right stuff for our toilet before we go.
Sure. If you're particular about any toiletries, i.e. shampoos, shower gels, deodorants, again, stock up.
Yeah, dog food as well. If you're stuck on a certain brand or they have a certain diet. Some dogs get funny tummies, don't they, and stuff if you change the food. So that's definitely, we take a big sack. I think there obviously will be caps on what you can and can't take through customs. Why is it so funny? Another thing we need to do before we go on our next trip is repack the van.
Yes.
So depending on which direction we go, what do we want to pack? Clothes, paddle boards, etc. So we need to repack.
We will also replenish Savannah's toy boxes. We'll replenish our clothing. So we have all of our wardrobes still in a lockup in Nottingham. So it's not like we only have 3 t-shirts to our names. We do have more clothes. They are just in storage. And when you're living out of this tiny little wardrobe here and you have to share, you are restricted on what you can take.
Which is fine when we're away, to be honest, because we do tend to wear the same things over and over, but...
Same pants, fold them in.
No, I didn't mean...
Turn them backwards.
We're not dirty, I just meant
Same
we're not...
socks, different feet, whatever.
I meant we're just normally outside and it's just or go-to clothes, you know, we're not dirty, but you know.
So that's it for this week. As you can see, we're still undecided as to where we will go next.
Yeah, so if you've been to Turkey or Morocco in your van before, then obviously let us know. Please comment below with your thoughts and your feedback. We're going to be planning to head off at the end of September, so we're going to be in either direction about December, January time. So, yes.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. I think that's not very good at cooking.
Yeah, not very good talking, is it? Why don't they have that abroad?
I don't know. Aldi, Lidl, if you're listening, the travel books, we're on to you, all right? And are in the Schengen. Is that right?
I don't know. But we did. What? Gosh, sorry. Do you want me to just stop her saying after Turkey and then you go? Countries for us to explore on the way down there. I mean, it's tea time now. Shall we make food now? It's going to be dark in a minute. The lighting will change. We won't be able to edit the video. Do you want me to waffle? So I was letting you jump in. You was a bit of a ramble anyway, so I have done before. Gosh, do you like... I'm just not going to say anything. You can just go.
Because of Brexit. Knowing now what there are simply there's things that and sterilizer and let us let you in for a little secret.
So
Woo!